Before you get behind the counter, here's a little food for thought about the deli beef you are serving. In your department, deli beef quality is measured by the cut, the grade of the meat, and the number of muscles that make up the product. So let's start from the beginning. Most deli beef comes from one of two cuts, the round or the brisket. Generally, deli beef is made from USDA choice, select, or standard grade meat. Product made from a single muscle is usually the best quality, and no surprise here, the highest priced. These premium meats come from either the round, consisting of the top round, bottom round, or eye of round, or the brisket. These are boneless, single whole muscles. Both are lean, lower fat meats that can be sliced uniformly, thick to thin. A second quality tier is value deli beef items. These products typically are, let's just say, muscle bound. That is to say, there's several large chopped muscles or many smaller cuts of beef pressed into a shape and held together with binders. One of the binders often used for beef is, no, not a 3-ring binder. Nice try. It's actually isolated soy protein, or ISP for short. ISP is made from soy flour. In addition to binding, it enhances the texture of some deli beef products and retains moisture. ISP can be an indicator of product quality. Generally, products that use ISP will be a bit lower quality than comparable products that do not. Value cuts are usually injected with water to keep the product moist. A pump number on the label identifies the amount added. Lower numbers indicate better quality. Value beef is usually sold shaved, paper thin. So, to summarize quickly, look at this handy chart here and realize that premium deli beef uses higher grades of beef, fewer pieces, few or no binders, and cha-ching, costs more. Respectively, lower grade beef, more pieces, and sometimes binders are used to create value deli beef products, which, as you'd expect, usually cost less. Let's talk a little more about the most popular varieties of beef in the deli. Roast beef is indeed, you guessed it, roasted. It is oven roasted using dry heat, or it might be cooked in a bag under moist heat conditions. A caramel surface coating may be added for eye appeal. Roast beef provides customers with a savory deli meat option. In fact, deli beef is also a good way to appeal to the fifth sense of taste, known as umami, considered a basic taste sensation, along with sweet, sour, bitter, and salty. Premium deli roast beef is prepared to different degrees of doneness, which affects the tenderness and taste. The 3 most popular doneness levels are rare, light red center surrounded by pink, medium, pink center surrounded by brown, or well done, brown throughout. Flavored roast beef products use herbs or spices added to the meat. Popular varieties include Italian beef, pepper beef, and even varieties like Cajun flavored. These seasonings sometimes increase the cost. Pastrami is a premium style beef brisket, or round that's been cured in a salt brine and coated with spices like pepper, garlic, coriander, paprika, allspice, cloves, and mustard seed, then smoked, packing a tasty punch with every bite. Further cooking, usually steaming, additionally tenderizes the meat. It has a salty, spicy flavor with a pleasing, chewy texture. I'm making you hungry, aren't I? Corned beef was traditionally cured in salt brine with corns of salt, hence the name. Its salty, slightly sweet flavor comes from curing in a brine and sugar solution. It can be made from a beef brisket or round. It's not smoked and has a salty, slightly sweet flavor that ties up your taste buds with a satisfying, stringy texture. Okay, now that we've beefed up your intelligence, here are a few questions and answers that get to the meat of our presentation.
What is the difference between pastrami and corned beef?
The main difference is that corned beef is not smoked like pastrami. Also, pastrami has a spicier flavor. Corned beef has a sweeter taste because it's cured in a salt and sugar solution.
Why is this roast beef so expensive?
This particular roast beef is made with USDA choice beef round. It's one of the highest quality cuts we have here in our deli.
I'm looking for a lower sodium deli meat. What would you suggest?
There are low sodium varieties of several types of deli meat, but deli roast beef is generally a good option, as it is not salt cured and is generally lower in sodium. You'll find deli beef styles are lean meats, high in protein. In fact, some are as high as 97% lean. An adult serving provides about 25% of the recommended daily intake of protein. In general, of all deli meats, deli beef is lower in sodium, making it a good choice for customers watching their sodium intake. These meats are also good sources of vitamins B6 and B12, and minerals like zinc. Sometimes shoppers don't know what type of deli beef they want. To help them, pass along a few simple recipe and pairing ideas. For instance, try adding blue cheese to your next roast beef sandwich. Have some leftover deli beef? Shred it to make beef barley soup. Speaking of soup, the classic beef French dip combines soup and sandwich. The best of both worlds. Now that the video is over, let's just say the beef is done. Well done, and you're ready to share it with the customer. This is an educational program brought to you by IDDBA.